Alright everybody, so I know I'm out of view today because today we're going to talk about some acne products and how to get rid of cystic acne and how to get rid of just stubborn little acne and how to prevent it from showing up. And you can see there's a lot of products on the floor that I'm going to talk to you about today. So let's start with the Zeno. Now the Zeno is a great product. This is a little Zeno Hotspot. They're around $30 to $40 a piece. And you get about 60 to 80 uses. Now online I have read a lot of reviews of people having issues with the Zeno and how it kind of, for lack of a better term, craps out on them after about 10 to 12 uses. Mine hasn't done that. You just have to replace the batteries often using that little slidey thing in the back. You press the button, it turns off after it's done, it beeps for you. It's nice for on the go, but you do have to replace it after 60 to 80 uses. You don't know how many uses are going to be in your Zeno when you get it. So it's kind of like, it's great to carry in your handbag and it's great for stubborn little pimples. And even though it says that it can't be used for cystic acne, I've had a dermatologist tell me that heat can produce results with cystic acne, and it's just to prevent you from damaging your skin because some people have reported damaging with it. So it just depends on how your skin reacts to heat on your cystic acne. So I used Accutane when I was in high school. And sorry about that, that was a lens cap. I used Accutane when I was in high school and I had to go off of it after a little while. And I had an allergic reaction to some other medication. They pulled me off of the Accutane just to make sure that my skin wouldn't overreact. So I've been having to resort to products like Zeno and other medicinal topicals like Retin-A-Micro, which is a great product, which has retinol in it. Benzoyl peroxide is over drying on my skin, and Retin-A is a great product for people who are sensitive to benzoyl. So that's another product. You have to go to a dermatologist to get this, but it is a great product. Homeopathic remedies, like the Zeno is great and it can be really expensive, but there is something you can do at home. If you boil some water in a pot and you let it sit out for a little while and you sit a spoon in the bowl of the hot water, and then you place it on the back of your wrist to make sure it's not too hot, like you're testing it like a baby's bottle. If you've ever babysat, you'll know what I'm talking about, or if you have a child, you'll know what I'm talking about. You place it on your hand gently, really quickly to make sure it's not too hot, and then you can take the back of the spoon and actually rub it and rest it like you do with the Zeno on your cystic acne or your other acne. And it will open up the pores, release any of the bacteria and the toxins within the acne. It works the exact same way, so I keep this in my bag, or I use it for little stubborn ones when I don't have this around, when I'm traveling or something like that, when I can't do this. Another great thing that I use on my cystic acne to wash it when it first shows up is Witch Hazel. This is just from Target. It's the Up and Up Witch Hazel, and it's 86% Witch Hazel. I do think there is some alcohol in this one, which can be extremely drying on some people's skin, but I just use one of these little exfoliating rounds. I dip it in Witch Hazel and I kind of rest it on the cystic acne before I do the hot water trick with the spoon. And it just kind of washes it out as an astringent and kind of cleans the area. Another thing that you can do is you can use GSE, which is grapefruit seed extract, which is used to kill all sorts of funguses that are transmitted through foods in third world countries and stuff like that. It helps with any issues with bacteria in the stomach. It's a great homeopathic treatment, but it is really strong on its own. Now I got this one from Whole Foods. You can also order it online, and I think it was about $14. It's really expensive, but all you literally need is 2 drops in a 1/4 cup of water, and then you mix it up with a spoon. Or you can use up to 4, depending on how oily your skin is. And it acts as a natural astringent and kills the bacteria on your skin. So that's GSE. And do not use this by itself on your skin. It can be really acidic and it might be damaging. I've never done it, but I've gotten a lot of warnings not to use it by yourself. If you're ingesting it for the stomach flu or whatever reason, do not take it by itself and do not use it by itself topically. So just a disclaimer and a sort of warning for that one. Now, another thing for cystic acne is you can go to your dermatologist and get hydrocortisone shots. And I read online and I heard from a friend who had cystic acne that you can use anti-itch cream, which also has cortisone in it, which is a steroid, on the cystic acne to reduce the inflammation of the acne and sort of help fight the bacteria in the acne. So I've been using this and it's helped with some of my cystic acne to kind of reduce the inflammation and kill some of the bacteria. Also, blister bandages are like the saving grace. They used to make these little like hotspot bandages for your face that you put on your face that had a little bit of salicylic acid in them that were very similar to blister bandages. But I put these over my cystic acne after I put a little bit of Retin-A-Micro on them before I go to bed, and it helps decompress any of that fluid that's underneath the acne. If you've ever tried to pick at a cystic acne polyp, you will notice that it's just clear fluid. This helps decompress some of that fluid and it gets trapped in the bandage. You take it off in the morning and the inflammation has gone down a lot. Now this personally works for me. Try it out, see if it works for you, but everybody's skin's different. This may not be a good solution for you for decompressing. The hot water trick might do you a better job. Icing might do you a better job, but everybody's skin is different and this is just what works for me. Another thing that I use a lot is Stridex. All over my face, every day before I go to bed and every day in the morning. I use one on my face. I use the sensitive alcohol-free ones with aloe. And I find these work better because my skin's really picky and it's really dry in spots. And it's really oily in other spots. And I just find that these work really good at just preventing more acne from showing up on my skin, and the alcohol-free ones are really, really great because they aren't too drying. I used to use the regular ones from Stridex that weren't alcohol-free, and now I can't anymore because my skin's getting older and it's just way too drying. So those are the products, homeopathic and otherwise, that I suggest trying out if you're having any problems with your acne. There's a great solution there. If you were watching for Zeno, if you don't want to have to buy one all the time, with hot water and a spoon instead of buying the Zeno product. So those are my suggestions if you're having any problems with cystic acne or acne otherwise. Those are some great products that are not too expensive to try, except for the Retin-A, which you have to go to a doctor to get.